Hello, I'm Phil Mollon, and I'm here to tell you about my breakout workshop at the next ACEP conference, the 17th annual conference of the Association for Comprehensive Energy Psychology in Reston, near Washington, the 28th to 31st of May 2015, with additional pre- and post-conference events. I will be presenting a workshop on healing the parallel self. We know that energy psychology methods are amazing and very effective, all of them. But have you ever felt that somehow you're not treating all of the person? Some hidden area is sabotaging or undoing the work. We know about psychological reversals and the patterns of self-sabotage these create, and we know simple ways of countering these, usually tapping the side of the hand whilst tuning into the problem and the psychological reversal associated with it. We also know about repressed and dissociated parts of the self, as well as the shadow self. In past workshops at the ACEP conferences, I have presented on all these matters, including exploration of the deep roots of pervasive reversals, the deep roots in infantile states of shame, and the experience of rejection of the child's life energy seeking connection with the mother as it experiences rejection and turns around, comes back in, and goes into reverse. But more recently, I've become intrigued by the idea of the parallel self, its effect on the present self, and the clinical value of healing the parallel self. At this point, I should make a confession. I do not really understand what the parallel self is. What I know is that the human energy system appears to signal that we have one, a parallel self, all of us, and that in some cases the parallel self is the locus of problems that are experienced by the present self. If we omit the parallel self, we may be working with only half the person. The two selves exist within the same space, but along different dimensional axes. This is somewhat analogous to the distinction between the particle and antiparticle realms, or between matter and antimatter, or perhaps to an extent between the two cerebral hemispheres. Whilst in many cases the person's problems relate to troubling experiences and psychodynamics within the present self. That, of course, is our usual assumption. But there are instances where the problematic experiences are located in the parallel self. Sometimes it is the parallel self that requires the main focus of healing. There can be intrusions or bleed through from one realm to the other, including memories of events that happen in one realm being misperceived as happening in the other realm. There is an optimum phasing relationship between the present and parallel self, such that they are in balance and not working against each other. But this can be disrupted in a variety of ways. The two realms are spinning in opposition. So if the parallel self intrudes into the present self, this will be manifest as intensely destructive thoughts and emotions and patterns of extreme self-sabotage. In working with these hypothetical constructs, we're taking concepts and images from contemporary physics and exploring their value as metaphors for phenomena in the realm of the psyche and in the higher or subtle energetic domains. I'm finding this to be very useful clinically, with clients telling me of profound and deeply moving transformations resulting from the work with the parallel self. In the workshop at the ACEP conference, I will explain more about these phenomena and how I work with them. I will describe methods of healing the parallel self using simple energy tapping methods, but also by using higher dimensional healing with source light. I will also teach how to send the problem to the parallel, where it is obliterated in a manner analogous to a collision between matter and antimatter. I will describe the positive and harmonious relationship that can develop between the present and parallel self. And by the way, the parallel self is often of the opposite gender to the present self. When we seek an opposite sex partner in order to feel whole, it may be the division within our own being that we are trying to heal. An insight which was, after all, described thousands of years ago by Plato. I hope you will join me at the 17th International ACEP Conference in Reston, near Washington, 28th to 31st of May 2015. ACEP, the Association for Comprehensive Energy Psychology, is the foremost professional organization for energy psychology and energy healing, and their conferences are always amazing. Thank you.